It is clear that we are at war in the Jammu region, viewer. Last night's encounter that left 4 army men dead in what was almost definitely an ambush trap is the latest of 7 attacks where Pakistan-trained terrorists squeezed and weakened in the Kashmir Valley have turned their focus on the less guarded Jammu in order to continue spilling Indian blood. The 4 young men were from the Rashtra Rifles, whose faces you will see momentarily on your screens today and social media. They are the latest blips on a radar of war that has been declared on India. Make no mistake. I know what you're feeling, viewer, when you see these unspeakably sad images of Captain Brijesh Thapa and Captain Brijesh Thapa's mother, Neelima, weeping today next to her son's picture. Her husband is an army man. His father was an army man, and they've just lost their army man's son, all of 27 years old. You're feeling that familiar mix of fury, helplessness, and a painful need for someone to either explain how India can be so effortlessly and serially attacked in this manner. And you're waiting for someone to tell you why it doesn't look like anything is being done about it. The occasions where India has hit back with big, visible, punitive measures in Uri and Balakot were when single attacks had resulted in the deaths of between 20 and 40 personnel. In the last few months, across a handful of attacks, the army has lost 15 men to attacks, concentrated in the Jammu region, basically the swath of territory south of the Pir Panjal range, separated from the Kashmir Valley. This is a deeply emotional story that is inextricable from the stories of loss and grief. So it's difficult to be clinical about this. Believe me, I've spent my career having to set feelings aside and ask the right questions, which is why I will do so today as well, in the name of Neelima Thapa and the mothers of the other 3 army men who were lost in Doda. My first question: does the government have a clear strategy on how to deal with this Jammu-focused escalation of terror? Does the strategy involve simply the nuts and bolts of operations, or will it involve an overarching change in operational philosophy not ventured into thus far in the Jammu division? Does the government know that each terror attack damages the idea of deterrence projected from the cross-border strikes that India has mounted in order to warn Pakistan? Does the government plan to respond in some big measure before the planned attacks in Jammu and Kashmir? Does the army need a free hand to evolve new rules of engagement in Jammu, taking lessons from Kashmir operations? Has India's anti-infiltration strategy over 20 years failed if most terror is by infiltrating groups? How can the government and army justify infiltrations despite huge leaps in anti-infiltration technology? Does the sheer length of the line of control and international border justify infiltrations continuing? Does the government need to recalibrate its response matrix that's currently being aggressively tested on nearly a daily basis by Pakistani terror groups? Can the narrative that Indian army units are sitting ducks be allowed to grow roots and help fuel the Pakistan terror recruitment machine across the LCN border? Today it's Brijesh, Rajesh, Bijendra and Ajay. Tomorrow it will be other names. India owes their families answers today with action.